WOCA, so don't miss Carol Ann Baldwin and You've Got a Garden each Tuesday from 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. right here on WOCA The Source.
But according to police, Farrell does not follow orders and instead picks off her 5 children, setting off on a half-mile chase. Police stop her again. Now,
this road that I am traveling is steep and it is rough, and I wonder every morning if I'll have strength enough to believe what I've been promised and trust that you are here, to know that your sweet love will drive away the fear with freedom. Freedom. We both know you have the power to break me anytime. Still you love me open-handed and let the choice be mine. When I choose to lean into you, forsaking all the rest, you meet me at the altar, and that's where I find freedom. Sweet freedom.
Yeah, man, he can still do it, Robin.
Oh, yeah.
He can still do it. I've been a fan of this man for a long time, although if you heard me about an hour ago, you probably thought I wasn't, because I kind of told him he had to call back.
That's right.
He called during the Galen segment. That's a new song called Freedom. It's from Gary Chapman's new CD called The Truth. And Gary is on the phone right now, and I trust it's somewhere up in Nashville because my 615 although today's day and age, you can call from any phone anywhere,
Yes.
and any caller ID doesn't really mean anything anymore.
Exactly.
Award-winning singer and songwriter Gary Chapman is on the phone along with his wife, Cassie Chapman, and she's made a name for herself as well. So let's find out about them, not make them wait any longer. Good morning, Gary, and good morning, Cassie. Good morning to both of you.
Morning, guys. How are you?
It's great to speak with you again. It's been so long.
We're buds.
It was an hour ago when we were talking about putting maple syrup on scrambled eggs.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah. So sorry for that.
That's my favorite taste.
I know we have a topic we want to talk about, but first let me just embarrass myself a little bit by telling you, Gary, that I've been a fan of yours for a long time. Not just the music. I used to love watching the talk show, and forgive me if you're still doing it, but I don't really watch TV anymore. Do you still do the talk show?
No, that whole network went away
Oh, see,
12 years ago.
I didn't even know that. I really don't. I don't know what it is. I just somehow divorced myself from TV. Not that I wanted to. I still like TV, but yeah, I used to be a fan of yours. I am a fan of yours. I don't mean used to be, but that was awesome. Boy, that I hadn't. You know what? I don't keep up anymore like I used to, and so it's really good to hear you doing something again, and you still got it, man.
Well, thank you very much. I enjoyed my decade off, but it's fun to be back at it.
A decade, wow, time flies, huh? And Cassie, good morning. You are with a new show called Private Lives of Nashville Wives.
That's right. I know it sounds scary, but it's been an absolute blast.
What is it? A sexy show? Is it one of those sexy shows?
Yes, pretty much.
It is. Okay, thank you, Gary, because she won't tell me, will she?
All right.
and
No, you know, they just followed 6 couples around Nashville, and mostly in the music business, entertainment business, and somewhere or another. It's not nearly as salacious as most of those shows. It focuses a good bit more on family and actual life as opposed to the drama. Now, there's drama. You get 6 women together, you got drama.
you got
Oh, yeah.
crazy.
So who are the other 5 women? Who are the others?
There is Erica Page White. She's married to country singer Brian White.
Okay.
There is Jenny Terrell. She's the VP for Living Social, and her husband JT. He owns a Nashville Tents and Events thing that does like the BMA Awards, BMI Awards. He's very popular in town. Then there is Betty Malo. She's married to the lead singer Rollo Malo from the Mavericks. And then her crazy twin, Anna.
Our crazy twin. There's always one of them, right?
Yeah.
Huge.
Well, they're Cuban identical twins, and they get in some trouble all the time.
Oh, wow. Is it scripted, or are you not allowed to tell me if it is or not?
And Sarah Davidson is
Yes.
an aspiring country singer.
Okay. Is it scripted, or is that taboo topic?
No, it's not scripted at all.
Not you
At
just
all.
really. So do you have cameramen? Do you have a cameraman with you right now?
That's right, in my robe and
All the
talking
time.
to you.
All
Yeah.
the time. No, they're not here this moment, but yeah, when we're actually filming, they're around, not 24/7, but they get in your face. Yeah.
But, family.
Do you have to be? Do you have a temper, Gary?
Not that I show on camera.
Not that you want to admit to.
No.
Well, see, most men do.
No, you know what? I actually don't get that visibly angry very often at all. No.
Well, that's good because I mean, it could they could get one little clip of that and then run it forever, and it could ruin you if somebody wanted to, right?
Well, I mean, those things are going to happen. Things will get taken out of context, no question.
Hey, what happened to Meatloaf? Remember Meatloaf? He was screaming at somebody in some reality show.
Yeah, that was bad.
Oh, no.
Have you,
Okay, sir.
Cassie? You are a recording artist also, and very good at that, by the way, because you are you guys do a duo on the CD.
Oh, yes, we do. I don't really consider myself an artist, but I do love to sing. I've been singing since I was 4, and the song is All About a Baby, and it was just perfect because we just adopted a baby girl, and it was just perfect.
Oh, congratulations.
Well, good for you guys.
Thank
you.
I'm happy for you. I'm reluctant to tell you that. Can I bring up Amy Grant?
Are you asking me or Gary?
I just felt so bad when you guys split up. So I'm glad to hear you're happy again. That's all I wanted to say about that.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I couldn't. I actually didn't understand.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I mean, I always loved you guys back then, and then when I heard you broke up, I don't know the story, and I'm not asking you to tell it, but I felt bad for you, and so now I'm glad you hooked up with somebody again, and Cassie.
I'm all good.
Yeah. So let me ask you, Cassie, working with Gary as not only your husband, but I mean the guy is an awesome producer and writer. So. I mean, if you are not an artist, you're definitely hooked up with somebody who could help you become one.
Yes, I do love that. He is multi-talented. However, I do not want to be an artist in this town. There are so many fabulous singers.
Oh, really?
I always say that I'm a good shower singer.
Oh, really?
Well, you are truly beautiful in your own right, Cassie. I mean, I got to catch the show on Monday night. It airs at 10 o'clock Eastern time here, and it was a new show. I was curious about it, and you really are the glue that holds everybody together, I think.
Oh, thank you. And I'm just saying, you need to tune in next week. It's a big one.
We have a great moment next week.
Well, at one time, Gary, I saw an interview with Quincy Jones, and he said something I want to ask you about. He said that the way he decides whether he wants to record, like if somebody pitches a song to him, the way he decides whether he wants to then pitch that song to an artist that he's working with is whether it gives him chills, whether it makes the hair on his arm stand up, was I think the exact quote. I want to ask you about that because as a Christian artist, I'm wondering if there's more than one way to make the hair on your arm stand up.
Oh, no question about it. There's definitely there are a lot of there are a lot of up-tempo songs that can put me in that kind of position, and there are songs that break my heart that do the same. It's not necessarily a hair stand up on my arms thing, but my test is, can I forget it? Can I walk away from it and not be haunted by the song? And if it passes that, if I can't remember it, I can't expect the listener will.
Oh, that's a good rule of thumb. But what about lyrical content? I mean, as a Christian artist, lyrical content is very important, and
right.
And every once in a while there'll be a song that actually makes it to the mainstream, I guess, arena. And it'll have like this almost like unexpected moment at the end of the song where you realize, oh, they're talking about God, right?
Yeah.
And
right.
Those always give me a little chill. So.
Yeah, I love that moment. That hook moment in a good country song is one of the better musical things that you can experience. And that's obviously what I aspire to. The lyric for me tremendously important. It's got to be strong. There's so much cliche junk, honestly, in every genre of music, but certainly Christian music has been very guilty of saying the same thing over and over and over again. And I've tried my whole life to be as creative as I can.
Yeah, and you've been successful at that. Let me brag about you a little bit, both of you. Gary Chapman is our guest, in case I didn't say that properly in the beginning, because we were kind of giddy over the fact that we told you to wait. But yeah, they called her. What's the different time zone? I love Nashville, by the way. Gary is a
Hey, by the way, that was all my fault. That was not Rich's fault. I looked again at the email and I just completely saw it wrong. My bad.
Well, you know.
Oh, Rich is saved by the bell.
You know, the grocery store sells these $7 glasses that might help out.
Yeah, you know, I've got about 50 pair of them laying around and I can't find it.
Gary Chapman is a 7-time Dove Award-winning artist, a 5-time Grammy nominee, the recipient of the Male Vocalist of the Year Award. He has received the Songwriter of the Year Award, a past host of the Primetime Country. Is that the show I used to watch? I don't even know the name of the show.
Yep, that was it.
And you're the co-founder of something called A Hymn a Week, and I want to ask you about that in just a second. I knew a lady who had a hymn a week, but it was a different spelling. And Cassie Pearsall Chapman is Gary's wife. She stars in the new TNT show called Private Lives of Nashville Wives, and you appear in music videos, commercials, printed work, and the co-founder also of A Hymn a Week. So tell me about A Hymn a Week, since that's a common thing here.
Yeah, my father lived with Cassie and I here in our home until he died. This Easter will be 4 to 5 years. He died right at sunrise on Easter morning.
Oh, wow.
5 years ago. And it was the best horrible experience I've ever had. He lost use of his legs the last couple of years of his life. He had Parkinson's and then cancer at the end, just to make things interesting, I guess. And he was a preacher his whole life, and really couldn't successfully ingest all the fabulous drugs he was given for comfort. Not really. It just, you know, he had never, unlike his idiot son, he had not ingested many things that altered his consciousness, and it was awkward for him. So we figured out that one of the things that brought him real comfort was for me to sit and play the songs and sing the songs that he had taught me 50 years ago.
Oh, wow.
So after he died, Cassie actually had the idea first to, you know, this is a good thing, and there are a lot of other people that could benefit from.
Well, they miss the hymns.
Yeah. A lot of people don't necessarily enjoy modern worship music, and there's a giant population of people that miss those songs, and they're not that easy to find sometimes. So anyway, we set up a couple of cameras, and once a week we started filming just the brief history of the hymn, because you know they don't live a long time because they're lame. They live a couple of hundred years because they're great. And then I do just a guitar, vocal, simple performance of these things, and it's turned into a really amazing global community. It's A Hymn a Week on Facebook, and there's thousands of people there that enjoy those songs and each other. Because it honors my mom and dad, we guard it. Pardon the pun, religiously.
Right.
You know, if you want to get on there and be judgmental or go off on some doctrinal tangent, you know, you get one shot, and then after that, we jettison you into the abyss. That's the beauty of the internet, and because of that, we've created a safe space, which is really hard to find on the web.
Really?
But we have one, and it's a great community, amazing people.
You know, I might go on there and give you a hard time just so that I can say I was jettisoned into the abyss by Gary Chapman.
Yes.
I want to be able to say that. I was jettisoned into the abyss by Gary Chapman.
You get one shot, and then you're gone.
I'm teasing. That is a sweet story. That is a sweet story. So your dad, obviously, was he in hospice care? If you okay with me asking that?
No, he was toward the end, but when it's your dad and there's something that needs to be taken care of, and you're there, you just have to do it. You know, I tell people he put me to bed and changed my diaper the first 2 years of my life, and I returned the favor. So
Yeah, right,
it actually was wonderful. He laughed until the very end.
One of the most wonderful moments we were made aware of for you and Cassie is that your dad actually performed your wedding ceremony.
He did. It was precious. There were 5 people down there.
Yeah.
We just walked downstairs in our Sunday best, and away we went. He had his little Garth Brooks microphone on because he lost his voice due to Parkinson's. But
Oh, wow.
it was precious. It was very precious.
Where
So we get married all the time now.
Cassie, Cassie, where are you from?
Enjoy it.
Where are you from, Cassie?
I'm from Parkersburg, West Virginia.
Oh, okay, so not too far away. Let me ask you this, because my notes say that part of this interview is about the May-December marriage. You are considerably older, Gary, than Cassie. Is that fair to say?
Oh.
No.
No?
Who wrote that?
What?
Who wrote that? That's crazy talk.
Okay, well, Rich, we'll blame Rich for that one too, then.
No. There's 23 years difference between us.
Yes.
But
Oh.
the reality is, when you break it down, it's this simple. She is an old soul, and I am an idiot.
Period.
So we actually kind of just meet in the middle.
Wait a minute. I'm looking at the picture of Cassie right now. Gary, I two guys. Okay, ladies, you can't listen to this.
Okay.
Gary, I know you're a Christian, but if you were an atheist, that would have been the moment you said, there is a God.
Good one. I like you.
Okay, ladies, you can listen again.
Okay.
We just had a moment there, two guys.
That's so funny.
Cassie,
You are correct, sir.
Cassie, you referenced that you and Gary like to get married all the time.
Yes. Oh my gosh. How many? We're up to 4 now. 4 weddings.
4 or 5, I don't know.
We just got married in Vegas.
We actually enjoy
Getting married.
saying those words to each other and recommitting that. Why do it one time? It's a beautiful experience. And we just enjoy it. We keep doing it.
Yeah, the person that we're speaking to right now is the same person that I got to know without ever speaking to him. When I used to watch you, Gary, on the talk show, I watched your talk show because of you. A lot of times I watch a talk show because of the guests, but in your case, there was something real, true, and honest about you that I was attracted to, and it was just always fun to watch you because you were so honest with your guests. And expecting them to be honest. I don't know if they always were, but
most of the time they are. Honesty begets honesty almost every time. I did not have a clue what I was doing when I started doing that show. I just knew that it was in that category of things that I didn't want to look back and wonder what if, why didn't I do that? And I knew that the only way I could survive was to just be straight up about it and own my ignorance, and it actually served me very well. And that's actually the way I live. I don't hide. I don't enjoy it. It's so much more fun to live life honestly.
You both have 2 separate personalities, because you have the one that's the intense public on the stage, on the television persona, and then you have your everyday personalities. Do you have problems keeping them separated sometimes? Do you both feel like when you're out in public you have to be on, so to speak?
I don't think.
No,
I actually don't think we have that. Yeah.
I think we're just 100% authentic all the time.
We have 2 personalities, but one of them is hers and one of them is mine.
That's it.
The new CD is called The Truth. It is Gary Chapman's first CD in 10 years, correct?
That's correct. Yes.
And can I play? I don't want to wrap up the interview yet, so I want to come back after I play a little bit of the song. But I want to play the one that has Cassie in it. I don't know if you know this or not, but on the label itself, the song is titled "All About a Baby."
Correct.
On the computer, when I put the disc into the computer, it comes up as "All About a Boy." Did you know that?
A boy?
Yeah. Yeah.
Uh-oh,
So take one of your CDs, put it into your computer, and it'll show you the wrong title on the computer screen. But anyway, Emily,
Awesome.
yeah, you can tell your friends I pointed it out to you. You say that guy Larry down in Florida, he pointed it out to me. The guy who does not like maple syrup on his scrambled eggs.
That's the guy.
All right, let me play a little bit of this, and I don't want to say goodbye yet, so please don't go away. This is all about a baby, and did you write this one, Gary?
No, this is Terry Joe Box and Scott Sean White wrote this song.
Okay. All right.
It's a sweet, sweet tune that just happened to fit us.
Okay, here it is.
Will we ever get our shopping done? It's hard to find something for everyone on our list. The tree went up Thanksgiving Day, and we've been running every which way ever since. In the chaos of it all, in a stroller at the mall, I see our newborn fast asleep and so at peace. And it reminds me it's all about a cold night, that star shining so bright, angels singing good news. It's all about a stable and a makeshift cradle, tiny hands reaching out for me and you. I've been forgetting it lately. It's all about a baby. Driving home and it's starting to snow. White Christmas on the radio making me smile. The neighborhood glowing with pretty lights. Got family coming in tomorrow night. It's been a while. I see why we get lost in the wonder of it all, as the spirit of the season fills the air. But it started right there. On a cold night, that star shining so bright, angels singing good news. In a stable with a makeshift cradle, tiny hands reaching out for me and you. I've been forgetting it lately. It's all about a baby.
All right, we got to make a note to ourselves, Robin, and put that into the Christmas file so we can play that at Christmas time.
Oh, yes.
Beautiful,
That is a
beautiful song. That is Gary Chapman, and the harmony is Cassie.
Yes,
In the background. That is a pretty song, guys. Are you still there?
Beautiful song.
Yeah.
We didn't lose you, did we? Well, good for you. That must have been fun. Are you going to do more duets like that?
You know, we probably will. I love getting her in the studio. And
But
it
you
is-
like to call it what?
well, it's a trip to the dentist.
Oh no. Oh no.
Well, everybody has a gift, and Gary, yours is the gift of music, and Cassie, yours is the gift of beauty, not just outside but inside also, as is evident from the TV show.
Oh,
Very
thank
kind.
you.
Thank you.
Well, we're very fun interview. Very disappointed it's over already. It always goes quick when it's a good one. Gary Chapman, it's an honor to be able to say you've been on our show. Cassie Pearsall Chapman, it's my first time meeting you. I've never met Gary either, but I feel like I have. It's one of those.
Well, we need to fix that. I want to come down and play for you guys.
Well, we
Oh, that'd be
we
wonderful.
broadcast from the mall, so you could do your song with the little stroller through the mall. So.
You got it.
Well, you're definitely invited, and thank you both for being on and for being understanding when we had the wrong time. So,
Our bad.
Our fault. Sorry.
our bad. No, I hate that I hate that thing. My bad. I didn't understand when people started saying "my bad" to me. What do you mean, my bad? You're gonna.
I'm not bad. Wait, you bad?
There you go.
The CD. Let me give away the copy that Gary sent me. So if I have a listener out there that would like this CD, not that I want to give it away, but I will. The rest of us have to go buy it, including me. I like to download my music. I'm a downloader guy now.
Yeah.
So I go to iTunes.
GaryChapmanMusic.com is your spot.
GaryChapmanMusic.com. And Cassie, when is the show on?
It's on Monday night, 9 Central.
Yeah.
Okay, let me give this one away. Good morning. You've got the CD. Who's this?
This is Gary.
Okay, Gary, do you know we're at the mall now?
Yes, I do. I wave to you when I go in.
Okay, all right. It'll be waiting for you, okay?
Thank you very much.
All right, no shrink wrap on it, though. I took it off.
Okay.
And your website for a him a week is ahimaweek.com?
That's correct. And you can find us on Facebook as well.
Well, you're both delightful. Thank you both for being on the show with us, and definitely come back anytime. And in the studio would be awesome.
That'd be great.
I'd love to. Thank you, guys.
Thank you guys
All right.
for having us.
We will take a little break, and we'll be right back.
Hi, Danny Werfel here. Get moving with Florida Credit Union's fast and easy loan approval process.
Let Florida Credit Union start up a new car loan for you today. No more waiting, hassles, or stop signs. You can even apply online. With a strong financial team behind you, you can enjoy great rates and fast approvals.
It's all about personalized service and a streamlined